Aisha Abdullah is farming hibiscus, the main ingredient in many fruit teas, which is in high demand both here in Sudan and abroad. But just a few years ago, Aisha, like most rural women, was mainly a subsistence farmer, surviving off the various crops she grew in her home garden. With an irregular income, she had no collateral to get a loan from the bank to start a business. Aisha's life changed when a microfinance project began in her village, and she took out a series of small loans to buy hibiscus seeds, which she thought could become a profitable business.
The loans have helped us do our own farming, so we no longer have to work on other people's farms where they pay the minimum wage.
Aisha is one of nearly 30,000 women in Sudan benefiting from the microfinance scheme, which started in 2011. It's helping to transform women from subsistence farmers to entrepreneurs. It's a radical step in a country where banks rarely venture into rural areas and few people have bank accounts. Called Absumi, the scheme was set up by the Agricultural Bank of Sudan and the International Fund for Agricultural Development, or IFAD, with support from the Central Bank of Sudan, and is aimed mainly at women.
Absumi focuses on women because it is much harder for women to access finance than it is for men. Also, women are good at repaying loans on time, and they reinvest the money they make for the good of the family.
Rural women are the poorest of the poor in Sudan and face many challenges. Few have access to education, and they often have little say in the running of their families or communities. But many are finding a voice through village-level savings and credit groups. A cornerstone of the Absumi scheme, there are now more than 2,000 in Sudan. Group members can apply for loans of between $150 and $1,200 US. If anyone defaults on a repayment, other group members must repay for them or lose access to future loans. So far, almost 100% have been repaid. A condition of receiving loans is that members make monthly savings.
Savings are used as collateral for the loans and instill a culture of savings within the group and the wider community. They help the community to develop and grow because they can use the savings to finance their own projects.
Buthaina Ahmed Ibrahim, a farmer and mother of 5, has taken out 6 Absumi loans in as many years, each one for a greater amount than the last. Her Sesame farm is now 5 times bigger, and her production per acre has also increased. For the first time in her life, she has an income. It has enabled her to build a kitchen and an extra room for her house and pay for her children's school fees.
I now know how to save money and how to budget. I take part in decision-making at home, and I now have confidence in myself.
Aisha has also grown in confidence as a result of Absumi. She now not only farms hibiscus but sells it at her own market stall and directly to local merchants. And she's learned to negotiate the best possible deal. While her earnings have increased substantially, she says the changes Absumi has brought are more than just financial.
In the past, women didn't take part in things like we do today. Previously, even if we went to a village meeting, we sat separately and didn't understand what was going on. Now we've become very aware of what's happening, and we all sit together, women and men, to sort out our problems.
In coming years, hundreds of thousands more women will have the opportunity to grow their businesses and take their place beside men. By 2025, the aim is for Absumi loans to reach 1 million rural women and their families, giving many more women like Aisha opportunities they would never have had before.